Good evening and welcome to Forest Soul Yoga's live session, Yin Yoga for better sleep. Anyone can join, really. All you have to do is bring yourself and maybe a pillow from the couch or something. And this mini class is only 20 minutes, and afterwards you will feel very energized and relaxed, so you can have a good night of sleep. Well, let's get started. And let's get started by lying down on the back. Maybe you lie down on your bed, on the sofa, or maybe you do have a yoga mat to lie down on. Make yourself comfortable. Inhale deeply and exhale as if you let go of all the tension in your body. Feel what your body feels like today. And if you feel a little bit of discomfort, just breathe towards it. And on the exhalation, try to let go of your discomfort, your pain. If it makes it easier to focus on yourself, you can always lay your hands on your lower belly to feel your belly rise a little bit with the inhalation, and on the exhalation, your belly relaxes again. Now you stretch yourself, bring your arms over your head, stretch your legs, make yourself really, really long. And if you want to, you can roll over to one side and come to a sitting position. The first yin pose we're going to do is a side stretch. Now, with your legs, you can choose either you sit in this position, or if it's easier for you, you can take a pillow and bring it under your knees. Or if you can move your legs sideward. What we're going to do is stretch our sides. So you inhale, bring up your arms, and then you place one arm next to you. You stretch so that you can feel slight stretch in the muscles over your rib cage. Make this stretch as big as you can. And if you sit with both sitting bones on your mat, make sure that you still feel that both sitting bones are still on the mat. And that way you can stretch even better. You come back to the middle again. You switch sides. If you have your legs just like me, you don't need to switch sides if you're in lotus or with your legs straight. And then we give it another try for the other side. Breathe in, place your hand next to you, and stretch yourself really long. You can even use your own breath to stretch a little more. If you breathe in, imagine you lift up higher, just a little more, little, just like a few millimeters or 1 millimeter. And if you exhale, you can stretch a little more. And again, not much, just 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters. And each time you breathe, you use your breath to make the stretch a little bit bigger. And then you come back up again. And we're going to change postures. Next posture, you probably know it, it's cat-cow. So you come on fours. Make sure your hips are over your knees and make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Now you're on all fours. On the exhalation, you make your back really round, like a cat. On the inhalation, you make a hollow back. Exhale, come to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. And inhale, cow. And every time you do this, make sure you feel all the little parts of your back. And you move very, very slowly, using your breath. One last time for cat. And one last time for cow. Until you come back to a sitting position again. Now, because you worked with your back, it's really easy to do a counter pose. And this counter pose, you probably know it, it's child pose. You can do it in different ways. Important is that you make a round back and you can either sit on your heels with your knees straight forward, or what makes it easier is if you bring your knees to the sides of your mat. Now make sure you feel you're rounding your back. And you bring your head to the mat, pointing your arms backwards. If that is not a good position for your body, like for instance, if you have problems with your shoulders and it feels better, you can also stretch your arms like this. And if it's difficult for you to sit on your heels, you can always take a pillow and shove it between your legs so the sitting becomes easier. Now that you're in child pose, you try to deepen your breathing. When you breathe in, make sure it feels as if your rib cage expands to the side. And on your exhalation, you relax your back again. Try it once more. Keep on breathing and keep on focusing on deepening the breath. Feel how your rib cage expands. Now take your last inhale and exhale in child's pose, and then you slowly come back up again in an easy sitting position so I can show you what the next asana will be like. It's a really relaxing pose and it has two sides. I'm going to lie down on my back and I hope you can see what I mean. Lie down comfortably. Maybe you would like to have a pillow under your back, and then start with your feet on the mat and your hands next to your body. Now you bring your knees over your belly, press them to your belly so you can elongate your back just a little. Now you widen your arms and then you roll over with both knees to one side. Make sure your knees are high up against your belly and open both arms. Raise your hand palms to the ceiling so it's easier for your shoulders. And just relax in this position. Now you feel a little twist in your spine. And maybe if you stay in this posture for a few more seconds, you slowly feel that you are able to relax a bit more. Now you slowly bring back your knees over your belly again. Hug your knees, hold them, and just move sideways a little bit to massage your back before we switch sides. Now you probably remember which side you dropped your knees to. And of course, you're going to use the other side now. So tuck your knees over your belly, expand your arms, and roll over with your knees to the other side. Again, Make sure that your knees are very close to your belly so that you elongate your spine, and it gives a little more sense of space in the spine, which is really good in the evening. And this space really gives you a nice relaxation you need before you can go to sleep. Slowly come back to the middle again. And of course, if you like this posture, you can do it for a few minutes longer if you have the time. But right now we're continuing. Just hug your knees, massage your back a little, and then you come up to a sitting position, and I'll show you what the next posture is. The next posture is magic for good sleep. Really magic. You start by sitting sideways next to the wall. And I used to do this a lot in my own bedroom before I was going to sleep. Make sure you warn whoever sleeps next to you, and make sure there's nothing on the wall that you can get on your head or something. You sit next to the wall. Now I make a slight turn just so I can place my legs up to the wall, and I'm teaching upside down now. It's really special. Up to the wall, make sure your bottom touches the wall. Your back is straight. And I always like to rest my arms next to me. And again, with my hand palms up, so it's better and relaxing for my shoulders. And just take your time. Just try to relax in this posture. And if you do this more often, maybe you can prepare yourself by having a fleece blanket that you can easily warm your feet with. And this is true. This is the best posture ever for good sleep. Make sure you make really long exhalations in this pose. And if you do this pose for at least 5 minutes, you'll feel an instant effect. It's really, really great for good sleep. Now for us, in this mini yoga class, it's time to change our posture again. But if you like it, you can still have your legs up against the wall. while I'm going to guide you in your final relaxation. You can also lay down on your back, have a pillow under your head, take a little fleece blanket or a sweater, and however you are choosing to do your final relaxation, just make sure you're in a good position. And just listen to my voice guiding you. Focus on how your body feels, how relaxed your feet are, your legs, and feel the relaxation in your pelvis area. Your lower spine is relaxed. The middle part of your back feels relaxed. And slowly, slowly, you bring your awareness upward to the upper part of your back in your shoulder area. Feel the relaxation in your arms and your hands. Your neck is relaxed. And your head is lying completely relaxed on a little pillow. Relax your eyebrows. Make sure you're not frowning. And feel a little bit of space between your upper jaw and your lower jaw. Your tongue is relaxed. Now take a deep inhale and breathe out. And slowly, slowly start to deepen your breath. Make small movements with your hands and your feet. Stretch yourself, make yourself really, really, really long. And roll over to one side to come to a sitting position. Thank you for joining this mini class. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a good night of sleep tonight. See ya.